Today, a delicious and hearty chickpea stew. So guys, let's do it. So the first step for this one, you want some carrots. So take your carrot, give it a wash, and you want to dice it up fairly fine, but we do want a little bit of texture in the stew, so you don't have to worry too much. Once your carrot is nicely diced, we want some onion. So take your onion, chop them in half, remove the skins, and then you want to dice it up about the same size as you have with your carrot. So get your onion diced up nicely, and you want to chuck this into a bowl with the carrot. Next, you want to chuck a Dutch oven onto the hob, turn the heat to medium, and add a good splash of olive oil. Into the olive oil, you want to chuck in your carrots and your onion. Season immediately with a good pinch of salt and some black pepper, and then give them a really good stir. We want to sweat down the carrot and onion until it's really nice and soft, with a slight touch of colour. So while they're ticking away, you want to grab yourself a chilli. Use as much chilli as you can handle. I'm going with one, but I'm keeping the seeds in. So very simply, dice up your chilli really nice and fine. Stick the diced chilli into a bowl, give your carrot and onion a quick check, and when it's starting to get soft, chuck in your chilli. Give that a good stir through, and next up we want some lovely meaty chorizo. And quite simply, you want to dice up your chorizo into little centimetre cubes. We don't want them too big and chunky, but we do want a nice bit of texture. Once your chorizo is nicely diced up, chuck it into a bowl, make sure your carrot and onion is nice and soft, and then chuck in the chorizo. We want to give the chorizo a couple of minutes to release all of its beautiful oils and start to get a little bit of colour on there. While the chorizo is frying off, you want to prepare some garlic. So take 2-3 cloves, remove the garlic skins, and then you want to dice it up nice and fine. Stick your garlic into a small bowl, quickly check your chorizo, and then chuck in the garlic. Give that a really good stir through, and you want to spend a few minutes just to lightly caramelise the garlic before anything else goes in. While the garlic is cooking off with the chorizo, you want to prepare some cherry tomatoes. So very simple, just chop your cherry tomatoes in half and then stick them into a bowl, check the garlic, and at this point I like to just chuck in a couple of small knobs of butter just to give everything a little bit more richness, but this is up to you, you don't need to necessarily. And then you want to throw in your cherry tomatoes. At this point, give everything a quick season with some salt, give it a really good stir, and then the star of the show, your chickpeas. So drain off your chickpeas of any water and chuck those into the pan and give everything a really good stir through, coating everything in that beautiful orange chorizo oil. And the next ingredient we want is some kale. So chuck in a nice handful of your kale, give that a good stir, and then we want some spinach. Add the same amount of spinach as kale and then spend a minute just to wilt down the spinach before we go in with a tin of plum tomatoes. So pop open the tin, chuck in the tomatoes, and then break up the tomatoes a bit while you stir them into the rest of the ingredients. And at this point, we want some chicken stock. So pour in enough chicken stock to cover all the ingredients, but not too much. We can always adjust this later if we need. So give everything a really good stir, and then you want to turn the heat to medium so it's at a nice gentle simmer. Pop on the lid, and we want to cook this out for about 30 to 35 minutes. And every 5 minutes or so, pop off the lid and give it a good stirring up. So after about half an hour, get the lid off, give it a good stir, make sure it's nice and thick. We don't want it to be too liquidy like a soup. If it is, just reduce it down for another few moments until you've got a nice thick stew-like texture. And then we want to prepare some herbs. So first up, we want some parsley. We also want some coriander. So take a handful of both and chop them up fairly fine. Stick those into a bowl and then chuck a good handful into the stew. And then to liven everything up, we want a fresh lemon. So take a good few slices of your lemon, and then I generally squeeze in the juice of a whole lemon just to give everything a good lift, add some acidity, and it cuts through the richness of the stew beautifully. Stir it up, give it a taste, and at this point you want to season to perfection with some salt and black pepper, and then your chickpea stew is ready to go. This stew is beautiful on its own, but works really well with fish and loads of other dishes. So all that's left to do is get stuck in. So give it a try, and I'll see you next time.